Hello and welcome to the Hink Think episode 9, season 1. First year. First year's coming to a close, so be prepared for year 2 of the Hink Think. New and improved. Slightly different setup. So, if it sounds a little weird, it's just a slightly different setup. Different computer that I'm using. So that's why it might sound a little different. If you're watching on Spotify, make sure to follow the one person who listens on Spotify. And if you watch it on YouTube, please subscribe and like the video and leave a comment. They really help the YouTube algorithm. So, on to this week's episode. Socialism. The worst economic idea maybe ever. There's communism. It's pretty close. So, what is socialism, right? Alright. Socialism is when everyone shares stuff. I'll read the official Google definition for all of you. Socialism is a political, social, and economical philosophy encompassing a range of economic and social systems characterized by social ownership of the means of production and workers' self-management of enterprises, inclusive political theories and movements associated with such systems. A social organization which advocates that the means of production, distribution, and exchange should be owned or regulated by the community as a whole. A transitional social state between the overthrow of capitalism and the realization of communism. Alright, so that probably didn't mean anything. It's a whole bunch of fluff. Basically, what that's saying is if I get $100 and you get 0, because you don't have a job, I give you $50. I have to. It's the law. Which is why it's dumb. Because everyone shares the same things, which is dumb. Capitalism is a superior economic ideal. Why do you think so many countries have that? If it wasn't so good, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you use it? Also, socialism is so good, why wouldn't countries like Venezuela, Brazil, why wouldn't they be successful? Why are people literally eating cats and dogs? If it's such a great economic ideal, maybe, these left people, maybe Kamala Harris, freaking social lady, and Bernie Sanders, the social boy, these two people who are like, socialism, and especially you, AOC, go back to college. Just go to kindergarten, you probably learn more than you already know. Literally, just go there, you'll learn, socialism is not good, because when everyone shares, problems arise. And here, I'll explain it in very simple terms. Everyone can agree that stealing is bad. If I went into a house and I went, give me all your money, of course, that's wrong. And of course, stealing is bad. Okay? I think everyone can agree on this on a moral level. And yes, I'm bringing this to a moral level because the left loves to bring stuff to a moral level. If somebody feels this way, alright, fine. We'll bring this to a moral level. Okay? So, if we're in a room with 3 people, I like this analogy that Ben Shapiro put. So, and I have $100, and you have 0, and there's another person in the room, and they have $0, and you and them go, hey, let's go beat them up and steal $50, each of us. One gets 50, one gets 50. And then you beat me up and steal my money. That is wrong. On a moral level and every single level, everyone can agree that that is wrong. Everyone. But if you... Okay, most people with a brain will agree that that is wrong. Everyone with a brain will agree that that is wrong. Everyone with an IQ will agree that that is wrong. But, there's gonna be some people, that's a good analogy for socialism because you're not stealing, but you are stealing. I'm literally having to give up my money to give it to somebody who's just a lump on a log who can't do anything with their life because they're such a mope and they just want everything for free because they're so entitled that they feel that they should get everything without having to work for it because they're just wusses who can't even do anything and get their life together. You should not be rewarded for doing nothing. You should not be rewarded for being entitled. You should not be rewarded for playing the victim, aka, yes, I'm pointing at you, BLM and Antifa. You two terrorist organizations always play the victim. Ew! Oh no! Police are so racist. Alright, if police are racist, then how come we have more black on black violence than police on black violence? Answer that. But, okay, if you don't contribute anything, you shouldn't gain anything. I think we can all agree with this. And I think we can take a page out of Asia's book. I know. Yeah, China says, I forget if they say that they're socialist or a communist. Here. Is China communist? They're saying that there's something. God, the Chinese Communist Party, good job. China is both capitalist and communist as well. What? Okay, that makes no sense. Yeah. Politically, China is communist. Alright, there we go. And I know, somebody's going to say, oh, but they're communists and they're the number 2 economy. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have slave labor. You become the largest economy, the second largest economy underneath of socialism. Because you don't pay your workers. Underneath of capitalism, everyone gets paid. No matter what, you get paid. Unless you get fired, then obviously you don't get paid. I'm pretty sure you get paid for the day that you got fired. So you still technically get paid. You just get paid when you have a job. Over there, it's like you get paid like nothing for harsh manual labor. Okay? And somebody's gonna be, oh, but America is such a big economy because slavery. Yeah, well, let me just read off a list of countries that have had slavery. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we have Arab countries. So that's like Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, Iraq, those kind of countries, right? Those have, I'm pretty sure those currently have it too. African countries have slavery. Huh, it's kind of interesting. How come they still have slavery too? Okay, then how come these African countries aren't the biggest economy if they have slavery and America just became this good because of slavery? Alright, South Africa, boom, that was a pretty big, yeah, that was actually a pretty big slave place. Alright. And also, if you look, they sold each other to slavery. It seemed kind of racist. Like, I'm sorry, but when you're doing it to yourself, and also times were different back then. Alright, there's a picture of an Arab slave trader. Yeah, slavery was in America, but it's not anymore. Brazil, South American countries, Britain, France, the Caribbean, Canada, Latin America, all those countries. You already put the US on here. And then see, oh, what's this? The Civil War? Wow. That, like, freed all the people, and then America's economy is still booming because capitalism, and because, you know, we don't have slaves anymore. Socialism is still dumb now. And if you still have an argument here, I'm impressed, because there's nothing else you can argue. Like, what are you gonna argue? Ew, I want free stuff. Free healthcare. The healthcare isn't free, by the way. You know that you have to pay it in your taxes? Here, let's look up, what's the country with social healthcare? Canada? Canada tax rate. Okay, Canada, you pay 33% of your income in taxes. 33%. America is currently at 10%. Okay? 10% for the average, and 22% for somebody earning $39,476. Look at this. Canadians pay more taxes, and look, they have social health care, right? The country with the highest tax is Sweden. Now watch this. With 76% of your income being paid in taxes, Sweden has socialized healthcare. Healthcare in Sweden is tax funded. That means that it's socialized healthcare. If you want to get your socialized healthcare, you have to pay like an extra 10% in taxes. Okay? You have to. Country with the lowest tax is currently, I think it's, alright. So there's some of the most popular countries out for the financial of having no income tax are Bermuda, Monaco, the Bahamas, Andorra, and UAE. That really doesn't help. Dang. UAE, the price of a Coke is 83 cents. That's really cheap. But if you're still not convinced that socialism is bad, I don't know what world you're living in, because it's clearly bad. If you still don't believe me, then why are people escaping countries? Why did the USSR fall? Because remember, that was socialist. And then look, it fell, and now there's no more USSR because socialism is bad. Use your brain cells. Stop being dumb, okay? Socialism is clearly bad. You just want free stuff so you can sit on your butt all day, being a wuss and not doing anything with your life. Face it, it's true. You don't want to do anything, and you just want free benefits. That's the problem. You're being selfish. The people who actually work for stuff, they do not benefit from socialism. They are hurt by socialism. The people who are actually working get hurt. Okay? Socialism is a huge scam. Okay, almost everything in life is a scam, basically. But socialism is a huge scam. That money, you pay your taxes, boom, they go to the government, right? What does the government do with them? They don't pay all of the stuff. They don't dish it all out. They're always going to keep that money. And that's what happened in Brazil. Alright? People were paying up their taxes for socialism. They're like, oh boy, this is a really great idea. Let's pay all your taxes. And boom, all of a sudden they're out of money, and this politician now is really rich, and they filed a lawsuit against him. I don't remember where that went. But he actually got sent to court and stuff. So that's a good story. So, as you can see, socialism is clearly a scam. I don't understand why you want this. See, the problem is, you have uneducated people in the world. You're never going to be able to educate everyone. But you have uneducated people in the world. And the problem is, the left soaks those uneducated people up. They're like, uneducated people. Look, this all sounds so good. But they're uneducated people. Which means that, of course, they don't know what comes with stuff because they're uneducated. And they're not very smart. They don't use their brain cells. They don't use their brain cells. So they don't understand, right? And the left preys on this, right? Oh, free healthcare. Oh, why do they say, okay, the politics, I forget, I think it was Kamala Harris. It might not have been, I don't remember who it was, but I remember hearing, it might have been actually AOC. It was somebody on the left. They were saying, oh, we'll have socialized healthcare. And they're like, all right, so taxes are going to increase. And they're like, no, taxes aren't going to increase. Something there doesn't add up, right? Because where's that money going to come from? Always think about the money. Where's that money going to come from? Think about it. So next time somebody goes, oh, socialism, just think, all right, where is that money for all this free stuff going to come? Where is it going to come from? The Hink Think, signing out.